breaking through, and it's looking fairly glorious. And it indeed looks like the loveliest place that man hath ever seen, which is how the poet William Wordsworth actually described this part of the Lake District. This was where William Wordsworth and many of his poetic colleagues in fact were inspired to write some of the greatest poetry in the English language. William Wordsworth was one of the so he's one of the most famous poets in English. He was also at the time considered one of the most dangerous people in the country because he and his friends, his colleagues, had dangerous ideas, such as the idea that perhaps England or Britain didn't need a king or a queen after all. They wrote a collection of poems called lyrical ballads. So it was William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge wrote these poems, and this was in 1798. It was shortly after the French Revolution, which you may or may not know involved cutting off lots of people's heads. There were similar ideas going around England and Britain at the time. None of it actually came to fruition in the end, not at that point anyway. But Wordsworth and those like him were considered very dangerous for having these ideas. Now, in just a couple of minutes we will be passing Dove Cottage, which is famously where Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy and his wife, where they lived for several years, and where they hosted many poets, writers, philosophers, thinkers, here in the loveliest place that man hath ever seen. Now, the village is called Grasmere, and the lake is also called Grasmere. We will be passing the lake in just a couple of minutes. It's a bit further down the road. And like I said, it is the third smallest lake in the Lake District. And we'll be passing it shortly afterwards, Rydal Water, which is the second smallest. Just in case you're wondering, the smallest is actually Brothers Water, which is a bit further west. And you'll notice as we go through Grasmere, lots of the buildings made out of that dark grey stone. And I'm sure you noticed it back in Keswick as well. That dark grey stone is slate, and slate is the traditional building material of the Lake District. Slate is the bedrock of the Lake District. It is actually a volcanic rock. This area around 300 million years ago was volcanic, and once the volcanoes became extinct, it left behind this bed of volcanic rock, slate, which is, as one of its properties, very waterproof. Which is why it makes a good building material, but it is also another reason why we have so many lakes in the area. Because you've got lots and lots of rain, and then you've got rock underneath, which is very, very waterproof and means that the rain doesn't easily drain away. The shape of the mountains and so forth, that was actually formed by glaciers. Just take a look to your left, we're about to pass Dove Cottage here. There we are. And there's also the Wordsworth Centre back there, which is somewhere that you can visit to learn more about William Wordsworth's poetry. It is well worth a visit if you do come back to the Lake District. But the, as I was saying, the lake landscape was formed by glaciers, which melted away around 10 to 12,000 years ago, leaving these mountains and valleys behind. Now we're going to be shortly passing through the town of Ambleside. Now again, that's a very popular town like Keswick, so it may take us a couple of minutes. And then shortly afterwards, if you have got a boat ticket, we will be stopping by Windermere to let you off. Marina will take over at that point. She'll take you down, pick up the tickets, and you'll have a little bit of time by the lake just to enjoy the sights, get some snaps, and maybe have a snack if you want to, before you get on the 4:20 cruise. and that will take you down to our final destination of Bo'ness. Now, don't worry if you don't have a boat ticket. You will be coming with myself. We will take the short drive down to Bo'ness, and there I'll let you have a few minutes just to take in the last sights of our Lake District adventure, and again get any last souvenirs, use the services and so on. Lovely, so Yan Tan, Tethera Methera. Number 5 is pimp.
Pink.
Which isn't even the rude word. We're not at the rude word yet. So let's do 1 to 5. I'll do it and then you do it. We've got Yan, Tan, Tethera, Methera, Pimp. Again all together. Yan, Tan, Tethera, Methera, Pimp. Lovely. Okay, let's go 6, 7. So we've got 1 to 5. 6, 7 goes Sethera, Leathera. Sethera, Leathera. Lovely. 8 and 9, Hovera, Dovera. Hovera, Dovera. Lovely. Let's do all of those together. So we go, I'll do it and then you do it. We do Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera. Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera. And number 10, and we're not going to shout it too loud, but number 10 is Dick. I'm not even joking. Yeah, number 10 is Dick. So let's do 6 to 10 and then we'll do it all together. So I'll do it and then you do it. We'll go Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera, Dick. Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera, Dick. Beautiful. It's good to see people enjoying that word. Alright guys, I'm going to do 1 to 10 and then I'm going to ask you to do it with me. So we'll do Yan, Tan, Tethera, Methera, Pimp, Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera, Dick. With me, let's go. Yan, Tan, Tethera, Methera, Pimp, Sethera, Leathera, Hovera, Dovera, Dick. Beautiful, there we go. And now we can count some sheep. In the traditional Lake District method. Congratulations everybody. Like I said, this is a really ancient method. It does date back thousands of years and nobody is quite sure of the origin of it. And it's a good time then to speak about the languages of the Lake. Guys, we might have to have a little look at the traffic and just see what's going on here. Bear with me.
Wow. So beautiful. अहिले चाहिँ हामी त्यो माथिको हिमालहरू हेर्नुको लागि यहाँ बिस्तारै गाडी रोकेर बिस्तारै हिँडिरहेको छ जस्तै त्यो सिनहरू हेर्नुको लागि बाटो त्यो सिनलाई हेर्नुको लागि के हिसाबले नि टुरिज्महरूलाई प्रमोटको लागि ठाउँ बाटो यसरी बनाएको छ अनि यति ब्युटिफुल छ कि यहाँ हेर्नुको लागि जस्तै हामीले त्यो बाटो त त्यो मुनिबाट पनि बनाउन सक्थ्यो क्या तर त्यो पहाडलाई हेर्नुको लागि बाटो यतापट्टि चाहिँ बनाइरहेको छ एकदमै ब्युटिफुल हेर्नु त सबै गाडीको मान्छेहरू रोकेर आरामसँग हिँडिरहेको यो बाख्रा हेर्नु त बाख्रा होइन भेडा यसलाई चाहिँ यहाँको कृषि हुने चाहिँ भेडा देख्छ कि धेरै जस्तो किनभने यहाँको मान्छेले त्यो ल्याम्प खान्छ त ल्याम्प भने नै भेडाको बच्चालाई भन्दो रहेछ एकदमै राम्रो ब्युटिफुल वाउ गाडीहरू चाहिँ यसरी चाहिँ रोकेर चाहिँ अगाडि रोकेर हेरिरहेको छ हेर्नु त सबैले एउटा चाहिँ के छ त भन्दाखेरि खालि त्यो पहाडको फोटो खिच्नु लागि यो पहाडको फोटो खिच्नु लागि मान्छेहरू यतिकै आइरहेको छ भनेपछि हाम्रो पहाड त झन् सुन्दर छ नि त हामीले अझै राम्रोसँग बनाउन सक्छ कि तर त्यो कन्सेप्ट चाहिँ हुनु पर्यो
That might upset you, just keep your eyes averted perhaps. I don't know exactly what's going on up there, okay.